game, it can't fold me. How you do it is so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that gentle and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she can get this all night. All night. All night. I know that she be dancing. I know that she should take chances. I know that she's in this bed. I know that she can get this all night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Kupp in motion. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Yeah! He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll manage only a couple. Jordan Whitehead is there to bring him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
It's hot. Yeah.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're...
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Kupp in motion. He connects with Dissly. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Ready. Check go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his 1st target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. His 12th touchdown of the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. His drive will start on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Report.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chargers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter.
Bryce Baringer in punt formation.
We are through 1. The Chargers out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. To try and run for the first down with Jones. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Atlanta. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
No, we changed it. We changed it.
Now, Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 48.
Report.
A first down throw for Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Third and long. Throwing Jackson. He's got it at the 7. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, L.A. York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Kupp in motion. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Jackson looking to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll check this down to the running back.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Back to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 24.
With the score, all time.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the 1st half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his man complete to Johnson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Jackson now. He's going to look for the home run ball. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Remember this one thing, though. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He connects with Dissly. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Jones now on 1st and 10. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And he'll be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They look to run with Jones. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Alert! Alert! Go!
Again, it'll be Jones. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. It's Jones. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Here comes the screen to Jones. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. That's caught by Bourne. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Aaron Jones. Touchdown Falcons. That's touchdown number 3 for him in the game and number 14 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, middle. Yo.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
On first and 10, Jackson. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Change it.
Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Jackson. Now he'll air one out. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Wait. Wait up. Hey. 13.
Second down. Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This is taken in at the goal line. Whoa. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one complete to Bourne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Yeah. Hey, hands hot. Hey, report. Middle.
Back to throw, Jackson. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Forward. Change it.
Back near his goal line, Jackson going for it all. And he's got it into space. And he will take this one in. 97 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second down and 3.
Here we go.
They'll run with Jones. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10.
Here we go.
Kupp in motion. Running is Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Jones trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This a potential game winner. Here's a big one. This third down.
Set.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And make that a 5th straight victory. As they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time.